Hi, it's Molly and Joe, and today we wanted to talk about what you can do if someone you're dating seems to be backing away from you. So the first thing you want to do is take a look, do an internal assessment.
Right, of how you're being in this relationship, right? We all have desires from the other person, we all have expectations, but if we put too much of that on the other person, they're going to want to back away. So we have to look inside and say, hey, is there anything that we're doing that's putting a lot of pressure on them?
Now, more than ever, people are starting to really resist having a lot of expectations around them. They don't want to go into a relationship if they feel like they're going to be funneled into a box.
Right.
Too quickly or at all. And somebody that they're dating, if they start to get the idea that this person has a lot of ideas about how they should be in their relationship, they can feel this pressure starting to build of, if I stay in this relationship too long, I'm going to have to start restricting who I am and what I want out of life.
Yeah, and really giving up a lot of who I want to be. The second thing you can do is talk to the person that you're dating. Really check in with them to see where they are and to see how they're feeling. You might even say, hey, I'm feeling like maybe I'm putting a little bit too much pressure on you. And is there anything I could do differently?
So recognizing that I'm doing that and then communicating to the person that, hey, I realize I've been, wanting to get together a lot and I've been talking about the future and I realize that could be too much for you. So I really want to know if it is, because I don't want to be putting pressure on you.
And that will probably alleviate a little bit of the pressure that this person has been feeling, because maybe they're sort of watching this relationship develop and they're feeling a little bit confined or constrained, but they're not at the point where they want to say something about it yet. And so oftentimes the tendency is to let it go on, and then by the time it does come out, it comes out in a much harsher way.
So we have to be able to speak about these things. They're awkward, they're challenging, but if you can't talk about these things when you're dating, you're setting yourself up, if you stay in a relationship with this person, for not being able to talk about these things when you're in a long-term relationship, which is not a recipe for success.
That's for sure. So there's nothing really to lose by talking to this person about your concerns, right? It may just open the door for them to be able to say, yeah, I have been feeling a little bit too much pressure. And can we make a little bit of a shift here? I think you'll probably be glad that you did bring it up, and they'll be glad that you brought it up because it's probably been on their mind.
The last suggestion I'd like to make is to recognize that this may not be the relationship you're looking for. And sometimes when we see the potential in a relationship and we think this really could be it, we don't want to let go, because then we feel like we're back to square one. We resist recognizing that this really isn't what I was looking for. This person really isn't available for the kind of relationship I'm looking for.
And you would also recommend that if that's going to happen, that it happens sooner than later, right? So that you don't spend a lot of time in a relationship that maybe is deteriorating.
Right, and that might go on for months or years without ever getting to the point that you're really interested in creating.
Yeah, so if the relationship is not working, the best thing you can do is acknowledge it and then move to have it be something different. I think you'll be much happier that you did that, and probably so will the person you're dating.